Madhouse, I love you. Simply put, your animation styles, the way you adapt things to just everything you do, from all the series I've seen from you so far, I'm absolutely in love with them. You do a splendid job, and this episode of Overlord was no less, because the way we had this and the way we were presented with some information and the way we learned some stuff, the way that Momonga handled some stuff, or now he's called Lord Ainz, the way he handled some stuff, that was beautiful. Personally, I like this episode. It was more of an information getting kind of episode again, but we did have some bits of action and some new setting and all that, so which was good because now we actually get to see what it's like in other places other than Karnite Village and the Great Tomb of Nazareth. So before I get into this review, be sure to check out the episode if you haven't seen it before. There'll be a link down in the description, follow that, and my Twitter. Alright, if you're still watching, congrats, you've seen the episode. Time to talk about this good episode. As I said earlier, it was a information kind of episode while having some action. Momonga, well, Alberto gave a task and all that, was given her daily report to Momonga, and we found out that the NPCs, I said earlier, a couple views ago, that the NPCs were self-aware and all that, and this confirms that they are. They know they're NPCs, or they were, and everything. They know they were created by these people. They kept dropping hints throughout the past episodes that they were self-aware entirely and all that. And this solidifies that because they said the other players of Yggdrasil, if they weren't self-aware or they thought they were actual people but they had their own memories of stuff, then they would never have mentioned Yggdrasil or players. So then even when Momonga says he even confesses he messed up, he changed her settings and all that, and that Lord Touch Me, or whatever his name is, might really, or would be very, very angry at him. She goes, no. Lord Touch Me, he although he created me, I know he wouldn't be angry at you and all that. So they know they're NPCs. They know they're not real. They're not like what Momonga is. So I'm also assuming they know he's a player as well and all that, and then and as Demiurge said, he may one day leave. So that's why they want him to leave an heir. Well, he wants him to leave an heir so they could serve him, since he won't be a player, but an NPC kind of thing. So that was the first cool thing I saw about that. We got some information off of that. Then Momonga, it cuts over from there to Momonga in armor. At first you don't know it's Momonga, but it follows him, so you have to know it's Momonga. But he's now called Mamone, short for Momonga and all that. And he has one of his head maids, one of the maids. I think it was the maid who was watching him when he changed his armor and all that. He puts on his armor and all that, and he's concealed his skeleton skull, and he has his head made with him. And she's now like Nabe, or her full name was Nabrel or something. Now she's Nabe, and they're just two adventurers. They just arrived in El Rontel, the capital of the Izrestil or Restez or Iristez country and all that. So he arrived there and they registered for the guild, and he starts out as Copperplate. Copperplate is the lowest, so they're gonna go by mineral, like in the terms of rank. So it'll be copper, iron, etc., diamonds. Then the highest ranked is adamantium. So it's gonna be cool seeing him rise through the ranks. And he did this so once he rises through the ranks and he gets to the higher tiers, he'll be actually able to obtain information about this world or potential players. And that was really cool to see this. And he still kind of stands out because he got a full set of armor and he's huge, and he has this woman with him and all that, and she hates humans too. She finds them trash, but he doesn't want her to rethink her. He doesn't want her to change her thinking. He just says to tone it down, pretty much. So yeah, and he kicks like some iron or silver plate members' asses because they were trying to make him look like a fool and make him pay when he didn't have to. So he kicks their asses, smashes one girl's potion, and it was a blue potion. He gives her a red potion, and we didn't know why she was like, acting all weird, until she takes it to a pharmacist who appraises it, and apparently whenever people make potions they come out blue, so they're technically failures, but the true potions are supposed to look like God's blood, red. the color of God's blood. So he has a high level potion or something that no one else is able to make. So that's going to make him stand out. Not only his armor and his, as he said to his abilities, he goes up to the counter and he even had like a mission. He can't read anything, neither can Nabe. So he takes one down and he places it there, and he kind of tricks one of the guild members into trying to get him to the strongest mission for a copper plate. He goes, that's a really mithril level 1 and all that. And he's like, I know, I want something that can help my abilities. She can use 3rd tier magic, and that stuns everyone. And he's like, I have abilities on her level and all that, but they can't. So then these other adventurers ask if they want to tag along on to their mission, where they're going to go exterminate monsters, and they're going to earn money from the guild, which the city had given the guild, so they can. It'd be a win-win situation. The city pays the adventurers to kill these monsters, so they get the money, while the citizens in the town, the capital, are safer. The danger is lessened, so it's a win-win. And it's like, we learn that there's ability users, people who have been born with a certain talent and all that. Like, the guy we learned in this, the first one, is he has like a magic affinity, so it takes him half the time to learn magic, because it takes like 8 years to learn magic, but instead he can learn it in 4. And then we learn there's another ability user, or a talent user, and his name is like Famiel or something, or Barelia. He's one of the appraisers we saw, and he can use any magic item whatsoever, so that's really cool. So we learned that there's talent users, and then we learned about some of the other races. Like, we learned there was orcs, ogres, and all that, and the Slain Theocracy wants to gain control over them. We learned there's druids and all that, and these adventurers, we get introduced to them, and one of them's already hitting on Nabe, but she thinks he's trash and all that, and she's flat out rejecting him with harsh treatment. She's degrading him and all that, and she's like, oh, that cold gaze. So that was funny. We got to see how some adventurers work, and how Momonga and Nabe are going to rise through the ranks. They're going to be accompanying him. And then Momonga got a personal request for himself, his services, by the talent user who can use any magic item. And apparently this kid had learned that he can kick pretty much he can kick higher up's asses and all that. But for me, I'm personally thinking this guy has an ulterior motive. I think he wants to, for some reason, well, he probably asked the chick who received the red potion from Lord Mamon. He probably asked who he was and all that, and that's why he's requesting him. He wants to see him and maybe potentially learn from him, or learn how he obtained a red potion, or etc. So he has some sort of ulterior motive. That's what I'm assuming. It has that feel to it. But other than that, I like this episode a lot, because we got some world building, and we got some to see how the adventurers work, the adventurer system, the jobs, and how some of them interact with each other. And I shit you not, for you guys who watch Gangsta, there was one instance, one of the adventurers who was like mocking Mamon while he's in front of the board. His facial features looked exactly like Daniel Monroe, or Monroe, the head of the Monroe family in Gangsta. I shit you not. His face, he looks exactly like him, but a little bit of a younger version. Like, holy shit. That's one thing I noticed in the background. Then I also noticed that it has kind of like a adventurer feel again, so it's like a little bit like Dan Machi. I just had that feels like, this reminds me of Dan Machi. I like the adventurer feel and all that. So it was really nice. We saw, and I also had this thought, Belle could never afford a full set of armor like that. So yeah, we got to see how the adventures work, and then we even at the end we were shown a secret society. It's like Zuranin or Kuranin or whatever. We learned that there's secret societies in this world, like any world. Illuminati! Freemason. Yeah. But we learned that this chick, she's going to be aiming for the talent user who can use any magic item, the kid who requested Momonga. And Momonga and the other adventurers who requested or asked if Momonga wanted to tag along, they're all going to go for his mission, and then I'm assuming they're going for their mission to exterminate the monsters. Because they're going to they're heading over to Carne Village, then they're going to go do their mission. So it's going to be cool to see how their mission goes and all that, and how much Momonga's going to restrain himself so he doesn't show off too much and intimidate them. So yeah, we learned that this one creepy ass motherfucking chick, her name's like Clementine or something, she's aiming for him because she wants him to use this magic item she stole from the Slain Theocracy and all that, and they're going to cause a bunch of chaos and probably death. In exchange, she's gonna help the guy she's asking for help with his ritual. So yeah, there's that. It's a little bit of a cliffhanger where you're wondering what the fuck is gonna happen next episode. Holy shit! There was even another instance I want to quickly talk about. Momonga pulled off his helmet. He said he wants to reveal his face to them, and he used illusionary magic, so he actually has a face and not a skull. And it's a foreign face and all that. It's like from a country to the south. And he said that's why he keeps a helmet on, so he doesn't want to cause any problems and stand out too much. So it was cool seeing Momonga deceive them, and yeah, he kind of had to. Imagine the reaction if they saw a skull guy. He would have been kicked the fuck out. So yeah, that's Overlord episode 5. If you like this review or like the episode, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, the usual. This is Auto Nation here, my lovely community citizens and civilians. Have a wonderful day. Welcome to the nation if you've just subscribed or you're going to subscribe. I always appreciate another member. Because I'm the king. The emperor. So yeah, have a good day. Watch lots of anime, read lots of manga. I'll see you guys in the next review. Be sure to follow the links in the description. Bye-bye.